Video Stump. So we're at our local Walmart and we're going to be picking up our items that we want to check out. So here is the first one. It's over in the section where the say doormats or kitchen mats are, if you will, and kitchen towels, and then there's like refrigerators for dorm rooms and some canning items, but and some containers for like dry items like flour, sugar, things of that nature, salt, pepper. But we're talking about the utensil holders, and the one that I'm talking about right here is this one. It's a stainless steel, it's pretty much perforated all the way around. I'd say about maybe 80%, and on the bottom also there is the UPC. In case you wanted to order one through Walmart.com, and there is the price point. So we're going to grab one of these, put it in our cart, and we're going to head over to the camping section to get the Stanley Adventure cook set. Okay, there's the UPC. There's the price point. There's a lot of other companies that carry these, but since everything is what we need is right here at Walmart. So, all right, now our next item is we're going to get a couple of tent pegs or stakes, whatever you want to call them. They are 48 cents per. We're going to need 2 of those. And there's the UPC number there. So we've got 2 of them. All right. So we'll put that in there with that. And then the next item we're going to get is one of these stainless steel Ozark Trail steel cups. There's the price point. There's the UPC. All right. Now, first I want to point out that the stainless steel cup by Ozark Trail, it's very nice. You know, it's got the arms that go around the edging right there, which makes it nice and collapsible and fits into a tight space in your pack or your container. So, all right, so there's that. Now this Stanley Adventure Cook Set, what's neat about it is it fits right in there like that. Now, how neat is that? That's pretty slick. I mean, you know, if you wanted to do a just a kind of a minimalist kit, that's not bad in itself. You've got 2 stainless steel items that that you can use to boil water in. So, you know, in all actuality, you really don't need the cup itself, but I think it's a good thing to have just in case. Let's just per se, if you need, you know, even using the cup as a stove itself, you know, putting some tinder in there and some pieces of wood, you know, you can use it and placing the Stanley Venture cook set on there, you know, just like that. That's not too bad in itself. So but there again, you know, you run risk of being knocked over, especially if the ground or where you're cooking is not level. So all right, so we'll put that over here aside. I want to point some factors out about the Stanley Adventure cook set. It has 2 cups inside, 2 BB-free plastic cups. The handle does flip down, as you saw there. I flipped it down. It does lock into place, so you're able to hold it, and which is kind of nice because the lid has this tab on top. And for whatever reason, I've seen people where they cut it off. I don't know if it gets hot and melts a little bit, or it's overuse or whatever. But some people, it's not on there, and they have a car key ring or one that actually it's like a binder ring that you can buy them somewhere. They may have them here where it snaps together. So, but in either or, as I turn this on, you see there's perforations on the side here. So if you're using this as a steamer or as you're draining it, you know, you're making noodles or whatever, that's nice too. Also, this is a 20-ounce steamer, so the next probably graduation would be 24. So I know of a company that makes a 25-ounce cup. That's just as nice, but being that we're here at Walmart using just trying to do a blue collar man's cook set, and on the fly, that's what we're doing. So, all right. So the lid and the other thing about this lid I want to point out is it comes off real easy. So if you're boiling, it could come off. You've seen lids, you know, and you know, if you got to be careful. And maybe use gloves, some thick gloves when you're handling it, especially on the open flame. But the lid does come off. It could fall off really easy and go into the fire or into coals. So here's the cups. As you see, pretty good size, pretty thick. Not bad. There's 2 of them in here. They're nesting. You could actually get rid of those or just have one or whatever you wanted to do. And then you could put you some soap and a scouring pad, maybe a bandana and some other things in there that you think you might need, you know, some spices, whatever. So, all right. So there's the Stanley cook set. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our strainer. Now I wanted to point out maybe this seam right here. This is, you want to kind of be careful of this right here. And I'll explain why here in a second. But you've got this thing and it's perforated. You know, you might be in an area where it's really windy and you want to build a fire to cook with. And that's kind of nice about this. It gives you air to, you know, for your fire to breathe, but also it's also gives you wind protection also. So, but also the other thing about this is you could take, the reason why we have the stakes is you could take these stakes and put them through these holes depending on where you want to set your canister at, and use your cook set like that. So see that, you want to make sure that they're level too, horizontal, you know, level. So but one of the things, so when you're preparing to build your fire, you want to put your twigs and your bigger pieces of kindling in there and get your fire going. Now, as most of you see, well, how do I light it? Well, you know, you either have to use matches or some sort of lighter of some sort, or if you're some of us who know how to do things with firewood, what you might do is, if you have the access to like a cut-off saw or a Dremel, you might cut a rectangular hole right here. Okay, so you can, you know, you're going to dump your kindling and everything in there, but like, and I'll do it on another video. You can make a feather stick or some sort of fire starter. A feather stick is basically taking your knife and cutting on a stick, and you're just kind of feathering the what you're cutting, the pieces of wood, and you ignite that, and then you stick that in there to catch the other kindling and twigs and whatever you have in there on fire. And you know, then as it starts to burn more, you stick more fire, you know, pieces of wood in there. So once you've got your fire going, then you want to take your, you know, little canister of soup or you know, water that you're going to boil or whatever, and so there you have your little stove.